Hey, hey, peace, 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 peace. So, yes, this is going to be your reading. Thank you for choosing to work with me, and thank you for supporting, uh, I like to say the mission, because we're very much on a mission to help change the world, right? We're going to change the world or we're going to die trying. You feel me? And one of the ways that the world is going to change, of course, is one person at a time, right? And astrology is such a beautiful tool simply because it helps you learn about yourself, who you are, why you're here, and what you're working with, essentially. But without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Okay. I hope that I'm not. Hope I don't look like I'm cricket or anything like that, because I kind of have the camera positioned in a weird way. But anyways, so Miss Joy, first things first is your ascendant. And you have your ascendant in Aquarius. Now, the ascendant, it deals with the personal life. These attributes and energies that are depicted by your ascendant are the most personal to you. So what I mean by this is it's like certain things you intentionally do, right? Like for example, your sun sign, it signifies the things that you intentionally actively, consciously try to do. You feel what I'm saying? So for example, with your sun being in the sixth house, the house of work, routine, health, yeah, work, routine, yeah, pretty much it's working routines and health. With you having that house there, this in with you having your son in the sixth house in the sign Leo, it is an indication that you in of yourself are a person who is very health conscious, and it's like one way or another, you always just had to be conscious of your health. And so also with you having the ascendant, with your ascendant being in Saturn. Oh my God, I'm sorry. With your ascendant being in Aquarius and thus you having your chart ruler being Saturn, what this means is that in your life, I'm sure you've had to overcome many obstacles and challenges and restrictions and yeah, because Saturn is a planet that deals with limitation, it deals with restriction. And Saturn, it produces fear, doubt, um, yeah, fear and doubt, essentially. Saturn is a malefic planet, and the word Satan comes from the word Saturn. And the whole idea of Satan, is a personified Saturn. What I mean by this is, um, the ancestors, what they did is they would look at the stars and they would make like mythical like personas of them. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where Satan comes from. So the reason and so like I guess one way you can look at it with the planets is like the planets they very much like have ability to either assist you or like torment you, but essentially you're working with the planets. And the ancients they found it to be of value to personify the planets. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this planet is this deity, this planet is this deity, this planet is this deity, and every single different planet has ability to influence us differently. And so within your chart, it's pretty interesting because on one hand you have like the Leo energy, and then on the other hand you have the Aquarius energy. Now both Leo and Aquarius are opposite signs. You feel what I'm saying? And so you have your sign in Leo. I mean, my bad. You have your sun in Leo, but then you have your moon in Aquarius, and so they are opposite to one another. They oppose each other. And so how this plays out is when the sun and the moon oppose each other. It's like your sun sign. It deals with your public persona. You feel me? You know how we have this face that we can put on that kind of hides how we feel, um, really deep inside, and we can like pretend and play. Be playful even if we're not. And that's crazy. I bring that up, being playful even if you're not, because you have your sun in Leo, and Leo is a very optimistic, a very playful sign. Yeah, they're very playful, very energetic. Um, they like to have fun, right? They like to party. Um, Leo actually it rules partying. I don't know if you knew that, but ultimately, so that's Leo. Leo is very free. It's free spirited, and it has a desire to express itself and a desire to find, not even find itself, but yeah, kind of find itself because Leo deals with the identity, the me, what I will do. Um, and so yeah, Leo it very much does play out in that energy of like the me, the I am, my identity, my ego. But then it's like Aquarius on the other hand, it's more restrictive, it more deals with like the like rules and regulations that you may find yourself in. You feel what I'm saying? So when we're to look at the rulers of these signs, right? The sun, it is about the individual and what the individual can do. So think about the sun in the sense of like, because the sun it also signifies like the heroes. Bro, are you fucking serious? Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize if that kind of cut off right there. I didn't even notice. Um, but yeah, in so many ways, like the sun, it deals with like the hero. You feel what I'm saying? And so what this means is that your sun sign, it deals with you, your individuality. But then Saturn, it deals with the restrictions that you have to face and that you're confronted with. And so with your sun being in Leo, you kind of have this desire to just be free and enjoy life and experience life. But then it's like with your moon being in Aquarius, there's this background story, right? Of like, you came from somewhere, right? That was like gruesome or dark. Like, see, the moon when it's in Aquarius, it doesn't do so well because it is just leaving its debilitation, which is in Capricorn. And so when the moon is in Aquarius, it can't really fully do its job, and that is to react and respond to stimuli that's coming from it. But instead, the moon in Aquarius, it has a tendency of being more inclined towards like repressing, right? Repressing itself and um putting its emotions to the side and yeah, just repressing those emotions and repressing those emotions, not dealing with those negative toxic emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Because Aquarius is an air sign, and being an air sign, and it's also the most practical air sign. Being an air sign, it doesn't find it practical to have emotions. It doesn't always see the value of emotions and like a feeling. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much the moon, the moon in Aquarius. Not pretty much the moon in Aquarius, pretty much the Aquarius energy. Now, when the moon goes into Aquarius, on one hand, you have access to great sums of knowledge and wisdom, information that is, because Aquarius, it rules information banks. You tell me, so it rules like libraries, it rules the Akashic records, things of that nature. But then on top of that, Aquarius's co-ruler, Uranus, rules electromagnetism. You feel me? And it's um Uranus is also known to be a satellite that pulls in information from other uh solar systems. And so with that being said, that moon in Aquarius energy does make you very intuitive and make you very perceptive with an ability to know things that you never like were told or like that you never read, you feel me? But then at the same time, with the moon and Aquarius energy, like there can be this sense of like aloneness and isolation and feeling like you can't express yourself the way you want to because A, you feel like you won't be understood, or B, you'll only like create conflict, if that makes sense, if you just be yourself. Um, okay. And so the way that a sun moon opposition plays out is just like back to what I was saying about um your persona, right? Your persona, which is the one that you carry out into the world and you want people to see. but then your personal feelings and emotions, right? Because the moon is your personal feelings and emotion, but then the sun is the persona you give out to the world. So, well, with your sun being in Leo, the sun is strong. And so what this means is that when it comes to having an ability to express yourself, having an ability to lead, you feel what I'm saying? And having an ability to be an individual, you're good. Like you can do that, you can stand out. And then, Aquarius is also a sign that's it's very unique, right? It deals with being unique. So from that standpoint, yeah, you also very much, you do stand out, is what I'm trying to say. But the thing is, what you react and respond to primarily do deal with like morals first and foremost, because Aquarius is a very moralistic sign, meaning it's very heart centered. You feel me? It's very humanitarian like. The crazy thing about that is so too is Leo, right? Leo, it actually rules the heart. If we're to talk about the organs in the body that the Leo sign rules, it rules the heart, right? And so like the heart, one thing you can understand is the heart is the center, right? It has such an important, valuable function to play. And so Leos tend to find themselves being the center of things, right? Being the center of attention, all that stuff. Now, as Leo, it is your job to create, allow your creative juices to flow through you. You feel what I'm saying? Um, yeah, to create, be creative, be expressive. Leo is also very entertaining. It's a very entertaining sign in the sense that you either like to be entertained or you can be very entertaining in of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Now, honestly, like with this Sun and Leo energy, but then like with the Moon and Aquarius energy, like the best thing you would want to do is work on your self-image. You feel me? Work on who it is that you really are, and who it is that you really want to be. You feel what I'm saying? Because so Leo, it's a fire sign. It's a fixed fire, right? Now, one thing about the fire element is it very much deals with visions, sight. You know how you see things. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you have your eyes closed and you're visualizing, right, and you're seeing yourself, you're doing an activity that's possible through the fire element, if that makes sense. So make it a habit, right? And I can give you more insight into this because I know how to do it. You feel me? And I do it myself, and I also help my clients who work with me do this. But essentially, make it a habit to start to um build a you in your mind. You feel me? Start to build a self image, like because with this Moon in Aquarius energy, I'm seeing that there are certain repressions and uh shit. Man, I'm so sorry about like the DS. But anyways, like with the Moon and Aquarius energy, I am able to see that there are certain malfunctions. You feel me? Hold on. Let me try to unfreeze myself. I see. So I think that the camera died. I apologize, for that. But yeah, so as I was saying, it's like with the Moon and Aquarius energy, balancing off of the Leo energy, it's like you would tremendously value from just hold on.